Okay, so my husband and I were on a cruise, and it's kind of to the point, the dream, but we were on a cruise and I was standing in line, sort of there were a lot of people, almost like a crowd, but I could see that maybe there were two lines. And the line to my left, like I said, lots of people. I could see one individual, couldn't make out who the individual was, whether the gender of the person or anything like that, but I can tell that someone was distraught. So I started to kind of push my way, make my way through the crowd until I found that individual. And it was a man, a little taller than myself, a little heavier. I guess if I wanted to give him a raise or something, he might have been Caucasian. I don't know. But I know he had dark hair. And he was experiencing what I sense was an oncoming, let me see, how would I say it? He was about to have a heart attack. It seemed like he was about to have a heart attack. And I noticed him first before the crowd did. So I was the one that kind of was yelling for help, asking, saying something is happening here. And because we were in the midst of like a large setting, no one really was paying attention. And so I said, I'm going to get my husband. He's the doctor. And at first I thought, well, surely there must be other doctors here. Why am I calling for my husband? But probably because I knew in that moment that if I yelled for him to come and render aid to someone that is experiencing some sort of heart attack, that he would quickly come. And I don't remember the details of him actually coming to render aid. I remember the individual, we got him down to the floor, kind of lying down, and I was trying to help by pumping his chest. And almost immediately, it's almost like I could see him morphing into, I don't know, it seemed like morphing into death. I don't know how else to explain it, but he went from looking like a regular individual to, I could see, like him without skin, like the veins and the bones and everything, like death. And he died. And then I looked up to my left. And again, the scene kind of changed a little bit, so I don't understand it, but I saw what looked like open coffins. That's the only way that I can explain it, but rather than the coffin being open from the top, I was looking at it from the side, so I could see the individual like in boxes, two individuals that were already dead. And one I can make out was a woman, and then I could see a part of the other body, but I couldn't tell what it was. And again, they had the same kind of look of kind of like when you've seen that display of the human body and you can see the body without the skin. I forgot what that display was. They went around in museums. And you can see muscles and other material. That's what I saw in those two bodies as well. I don't remember much. I think I do remember my husband being there. And then I had this sense of helplessness that there wasn't anything that I could do to save that person. And even though I didn't know the individual, it hurt and it impacted me. And there might be more, but that's all I remember.